So hello student, today we start a new topic called angles. So first we will see what is an angle. An angle is formed by two rays. So we know a ray is a line which has a beginning but it has no end. Okay, so it has a beginning but no end on one side. So an angle, this name of this chapter is angle. So this is part 1. So a figure Fig is short form of figure formed by two rays. So a ray of light. So first let us recapitulate few things. What is a line? Line is it goes both side to infinity. Okay, line goes both side. If you call a segment means part. So line segment has a fixed length. Okay, but when you have a line which has a starting point and one side it is endless, children, it's called a ray. I hope you have understood. Line goes both side to infinity. Then your ray has a starting point and it goes to one side infinity, either right or left, and a line segment has a fixed length. So with this idea we start. What is an angle? Figure formed by two rays. Okay, it has a starting point, and that starting point, children, is called a vertex. Vertex, having the same starting point, and this is what we call vertex. So here this is my vertex. If I can name it, it is O. Let this be A here and this be B. So ray, if you mark, like OA is a segment, OA, OB. But if I don't draw B, it's a ray, it can go up to infinity. Okay. So once more, an angle is formed by two rays, but when you name it somewhere another point, this becomes a segment, OA, OB, and a vertex is the starting point of both the rays. Vertex is the starting point of both the rays, and then we will see what is notation. I'll talk about it. So before that, I'll talk about what is in the interior or exterior of an angle. So interior of an angle. So before I go to notation, how we denote an angle, I'll tell you what is inside. Suppose there are point. Okay, P, Q, if R is out, T. So if the points are within the two arms, then it's called in the interior. So interior, if you see, like here I've got point P, point Q, they are inside the two arms. So it's called interior of an angle. Exterior means out. T and R. T and R are outside this two rays, so they are called exterior of an angle. Okay, now what is the notation? Very important concept I'll go. Okay, so in this video basically we will do the concept. Once you are clear with concept, children, then we have no problem in doing the sums. So what we have here is notation. How we name it? So there are two ways. This is also called notation, means naming, or nomenclature. Nomenclature is a word which means naming. So here this angle you can call it AOB, AOB. Another way it's same as angle BOA. Okay, both of them are same. O has to be in the middle, children. The vertex has to be in the middle, AOB or BOA. But or you can simply call, since there is one angle, we can simply call it angle O. Okay, one letter, because there is one angle. But if there are more than one angle, we cannot use one letter notation. Okay, one very important thing will say, sir, which is better, AOB or BOA? Higher classes, no, we have to see lot of proofs and all. So generally I advise my student, from my experience, which comes before, children, in alphabet? A comes before AOB, then B is the second letter, BOA. So alphabetically, if you see, the first letter should come early in ABCD alphabets. So I prefer this. Both are correct, children. Both are correct. So AOB, BOA, AOB, BOA, both are correct. Angle O is all right when you have a single angle. When you have a single angle, but if you tell me which one you like most, sir, I like this because A comes before B in ABCD. So like that I do. One another example I'll give you. MON and suppose NOM. Both are same angle, children. Both are same. MON. Now, which one is better? Both are correct. NOM, MON. But if you see A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. M comes L, M, N. So this I like. MON is better than NOM. Because don't see this way, where is M and N? See which one comes here. So this is better, but this is not wrong, children. Higher class geometry, if you see triangles, I'll just talk. There are two topics called congruency and similarity. One in class 9, 8 maybe also you have, and one in class 10. They are very difficult topic on triangle. Triangle has lot of topics. So just today's video I'm going to deal with the concept, children. So this was about naming. So before I go to the triangles, one more thing I'll talk about naming is this. Okay, so suppose there are two angles. Suppose there are two angles, then what we do? So suppose there are two angles, children. What will be the notation? So suppose I have P, Q, R, and this is, I took O. Purposely I'll take it as A. Now here if you say angle A, there are two angles over here. In fact, there are three angles over here, children. Mark the points PQR, otherwise it will become a ray and go to infinity on this side. Now, what are the three angles over here? Listen here. PAQ. P is the vertex, PAQ. This is angle 1. Next is QAR. Angle QAR. This is angle 1, you can say angle 2 also, PAQ, QAR, and see generally alphabetically I am writing the P comes before Q, Q comes before R. One more angle is there, children, number 3, which I write like this. See how I write, is PAR. Angle PAR is the biggest angle, bigger angle, PAR. Full angle is angle 3. Once more, PAQ is 1, you can see in books example also is 1, QAR is angle 2, and this big angle PAR is angle 3. Here suppose, children, I say angle A. This has no meaning. One letter naming notation has no meaning because angle A has three angles, children, over here. So many children tell me, sir, I was talking about PAR. No, there are three angles. So one letter naming is only when there is a single angle and there are two rays. Is more than two rays, we have more angles. So this is not X, this is cross, means wrong. Okay, you have to be very careful about two things, children. Many children write 2 and Z, there is a problem. Okay, so I tell you, write Z whenever it comes in small case. Okay, 2 and Z, and another thing is X and multiplication, okay, or wrong. How will you know? So I say X, you write in small case. Okay, and wrong, just I am telling you. So anyway, this was all about angles. Then children, I'll talk few things about triangle, and today's we will end today's class. So kindly pause the video and copy. So next very important thing, children, we are going to talk about is a triangle. Triangle is a three-sided figure. Okay, it has 3 sides and 3 angles. So triangle has 6 parameters, children, 6 things. I can call it angle A. A can be called as angle BAC. A can be called as BAC. So I can use one letter naming because I have one angle over here. So angle B is nothing but angle ABC. ABC. See, B has to be in the middle. This has to be in the middle. What single name I take, children, should be there in the middle of three naming. And the last but not the least, angle C is ACB. Okay, I can call it BCA also, but I told you A comes before B. So ACB is a little better than BCA, but both of them are correct. So a triangle has three angles and it has three sides, children. It has three angles, okay, and three sides. What are the sides, children? AB, BC, these are segment, and CA or AC. CA or AC, both you can write. All right, AB, BC, CA. Three side and three angles. So triangle has 6 parameter, and there are two concepts which are very important. I think this I have not made any video. Congruency, very important. I call it heart of geometry. I call percentage as heart of arithmetic. All other topics, profit loss and all, are dependent on that. Congruency is heart of geometry, and equations are heart of algebra. So another topic where I have got many video for class 10 is similarity. Quite difficult, children. Class 10 boys find it difficult. So I had to make 5-part video. Then they saw it 2-3 times. Then they understood. So this, I think class 9 and 8, I have to make very important topic, which out of my 250 videos, this is not there, I think. Okay, so this we will see, which are based on nothing but 3 angles and 3 sides of a triangle. So very interesting. This you will get in class 8 or 9. Okay, this you will encounter in class 8 and 9, and this is there in class 10 in ICSC. Okay, now last 2 things I'll talk about triangle, and today's class we will end. So kindly pause the video if you wish, and then we move on to the last 2 concepts of triangle called median and altitude. What is a median, children? See, there are more things, but this is what you require. Whenever you draw a triangle, children, don't draw an equilateral triangle or isosceles triangle. Draw a scalene triangle, all 3 sides different. Okay, A, B, C. Okay, let me draw. Okay, it's all right. What is a median? Median is a line joining midpoint. So take midpoint of BC as M. Midpoint of BC as M, and a line joining vertex to midpoint of opposite side. This is, children, what is median? Median is a line joining vertex to midpoint of opposite side. So there will be 3 median, from here to midpoint of this, from here to midpoint of this. So once more, median is a line, okay, which joins vertex to midpoint of the opposite side. So 3 medians are possible. Okay, 3 medians are possible, and 2 very interesting things I'll tell you. So this will be equal to this, and this side will be equal to this side. This common point is called, children, centroid. So what we call in maths, these 3 medians are concurrent. Concurrent means they meet at a point, and that point, all the 3 median, is called a centroid. So once more, median is a line joining, it's a line AM. Median is AM over here. Okay, is a line joining vertex to midpoint of the opposite side. There are 3 median possible in a triangle. They meet at a point, therefore they are concurrent, and that point of concurrence is called a centroid. And another interesting thing in class 11 and 12, in coordinate geometry, one new branch will come from class 9. So coordinate geometry, will see the ratio of this is to this. If let it be O, so this will be 2:1. One side is bigger, one side is smaller. That we do in coordinate geometry, children. So one last part will go is called altitude. So kindly pause the video and copy, then we move to the last part. So the last topic for today's lesson is what we call altitude. Okay, children, this is not attitude. Altitude in geography means height above sea level. Any place, no, the weather depends on latitude, how far you are away from the equator. Altitude, how far up, like Himalaya is very close to equator, not very far, but it's very cold. Why? You know, it has a high altitude, height above sea level. And third thing in climate, you will see how far we are away from the sea. Okay, maritime time of climate, continental or equitable climate. Anyway, because I love other subject also other than maths. Altitude. What is an altitude? A triangle. If you drop a perpendicular here, I'll teach you how. I think I have made a video for this in class 9. Okay, this is called an altitude. Suppose a triangle ABC is there, a line joining vertex perpendicular to the other side. See here once more this figure. Median was midpoint. This should be perpendicular. Median will come somewhere here, midpoint. So this AD children is called the altitude. So altitude is a line joining vertex perpendicular to the other side, not the midpoint like median. And there are 3 altitude possible, children, and that point of concurrence is called orthocenter. Okay, orthocenter, where 3 altitude of a triangle meets. I am not drawing here to confuse you. So altitude is a line joining vertex perpendicular to the other side, and there are 3 possible altitude, like here AD is the altitude. Okay, and they meet at a point, and that point of meeting concurrence is called orthocenter. Before I end, there are 2 more things. Class 9, I think I have made a video. If not, I'll make. There you will see in center and circumcenter. 2 very important concepts related to that. When you take angle bisector, you get in center. When you take perpendicular bisector. So other than these 2, these are there. You get in center and circumcenter. Then this concept of triangle is complete. So okay, children, this was for my part 1 of the video. So kindly go through the concept. What I have done, see your book, any standard book you have, and then in my part 2 of the lesson, we will do some sums problem based on these concepts. So thank you, children, for today's video lesson.